Hello, this is Messerschmitt here, back with another tank review. Today it is the French Tier 7 Premium Light Tank. The first French premium light tank in the game actually, and it is a special now. I believe it's 12 days you can still get this. After 10, 12 days this sticker or painting on the side will be removed, and you will still get the tank, but you won't get the wargamingleague.net logo on it, or the Clan Wars logo on the back. Um, so over to the hit points of this vehicle. To the stats first. 890 hit points. If you get shot by anything like the Panzer 100 or FV 4005, you are in deep shit. Or the top, it has a 250 horsepower engine, and the tank itself weighs almost 15 ton with my upset. It can be a little bit sluggish, but it gets up into its very high top speed of 61 kilometers an hour. Traverse speed is a very good 48 degrees a second, but it is something that you would expect from a light tank. But the armor is of course not exactly good. The hull is 50 millimeters in the front, 20 at the side, and 15 in the rear. In other words, nothing. Tear freeze will penetrate you. And the turret is worse, 40 in the front, 20 sides and rear. This tank is a paper box, but again it is not made to be heavily armored. It's made to scouting and not flanking. Turret traverse is a very healthy 45 degrees, so if you turn both turret and hull, you can turn this gun 90 degrees in 1 second. That's extremely fast reaction time on this tank. The view range is extremely wealthy, 390 meters, and very good 750 signal range. Now the gun is where this tank really shines and makes me smile every time I look at it. It is the 57mm L100. This thing kicks ass, to say the least. It is a 57 caliber cannon, and it is actually 5, almost 6 meter long barrel on this thing. That is a very high velocity gun. And the average penetration is a okay 143 for standard AP, and for armor-piercing composite rigid or APCR it is 195, which will let you penetrate most things. Not maybe heavy tanks from the front, but certainly mediums. Average damage is on 90 though, but this is an autoloader, an 8 shell autoloader, and the time between you can fire each shell in this cannon is only 1 second. If you are reloaded and you have for example the Russian tanks which has long reload time, and you outflank them, they're going to be in a world of hurt. You're just going to fuck them up something incredibly. And the reload time for this gun for a full magazine is only 16 seconds. This thing is a rapid firing house on wheel. I mean, it is incredible, and the accuracy is actually quite good, especially for French tanks. The aiming time, however, is quite crappy for a light tank at 2.3 seconds. But remember, every time you fire, it is a the dispersion when you fire. So you have to wait for the gun to aim in again. But if you are in close quarter combat, that means in a range of 7 meters, you can just blast on, because you're going to hit him anyway. And over to the costs of firing this gun. It is laughable. It's only 85 credits per shot. It is nothing. You can just blast away all day without worrying anything about credits. But of course, premium ammo For an entire mag of premium, it will cost you quite a bit. Set it down because I do not want to buy premium with this. Because I feel the normal AP is good enough. Equipment fit. I got an enhanced gun drive because of the aiming time, camouflage net, and coated optics because it's a light tank and you have to move around much more. And coated optics raises 10% of your view range even when you're at move, but while binoculars only count when you are standing stationary. But in light tank like this, I want to be much more aware of my surroundings. The crews I haven't get up to 80% yet because I haven't had so many battles in them. Actually, come on. I have only been fighting 7 battles in this, and I never survived any of them. Because it's a new tank for me, I had to adapt how it's going to be played. But as skills, I will go for every crew member camouflage. Because it is a light tank and you don't want to be spotted in this thing. If you get spotted, you're dead in seconds. The armor's not going to help you. The hit pool, you might get tolerate 1 or 2 hits, but you're going to die if you get hit. You know, a tier 7 upwards, the calibers on guns are so large, so some of them take half your health away with one shot. Especially the cannon assembly on the T-34-3 will take away half your hit points in one shot. And that's something to be worried about. Normal consumables, fire extinguisher, medkit, and small repair kit. Now, what I found a problem in this tank is that I feel I get spotted really easily in this thing. I don't know why, but it seems like I'm always getting spotted, even in stationary, with my camouflage net up. When they come in at range in about 50 meters, a Panther MiG-88 can spot me. And that's why I find that a little bit worrying with the camouflage net on stationary. But again, I don't have my crew at 100% or with camouflage on. So that might be the explanation of that. This is the end of the garage part, and now we will be going back to the game. I will see you later. So, here we are at South Coast, and in this replay you're going to see the gun in action, its strengths and weaknesses, and you also will see this tank's mobility in action as well. We start off, I started playing safe because, you know, I hadn't played that many battles in this tank, so I want to play a little bit safe at least at the start. And yeah, I'm simply sitting here for a bit. See the T-44, the T-44 being attacked by the Chinese T-34-1. Not that that would be any problem much longer. Move up, trying to get in a shot, but the Centurion one finish him off before I can get there. And oh shit, Rheinmetall Bozic getting out of the way. He fires and luckily misses. It will be a devastating hit. That gun does 750 damage average. So yeah, not very pleasant to be hit by that in this tank, and you will certainly encounter quite a lot of them when you're playing this, because this is a tier 7 and it can get easily up into tier 10 games. This thing is this is pretty much one of the best situations you will get into. That you are a tier 7 tank in a tier 8 game. To take the quick shot at the T69, but it completely misses because I didn't wait for the aiming circle to aim. Bozic is getting hit by a shell. I just take a quick out and in, see if we can spot anyone. But I don't, so I simply stay behind this rock, waiting, and then I decide enough is enough, so I drive out to attack the T69 and Rheinmetall Bozic from below, because they both have a terrible gun depression. The T69 has almost the same turret as me, and I do not have There you can see the limitation on the elevation on this turret. I getting 2 shots into him and it reads. But yeah, back to the elevation and depression. It is really, really bad. So, that's the trade-off with these turrets. And I generally wait for the T69 to back up into my sights again, but he doesn't. He knows that I'm there now and he won't back off. But then there is a SU-100 coming up my flank. I back off. He is getting distracted by the Centurion. Opens fire at him. And now I really fuck this guy up. There we go. 3 seconds and he is just dead. I reload the clip, I only had 1 shell left, but there you see, that's how fast it took for me to destroy, to take out half of the health of that SU-100. This tank will seriously fuck up your tank if you meet this thing in a bad situation. Which is why I love this tank. It can dish out the damage extremely quickly without sometimes before people can react. You can unload the magazine if they're tunnel visioning, and then you just pump it full of holes and just drive on. So long, suckers. Cannot quite get the Churchill, he's behind the rock, so I drive out to support our T-44, but he doesn't really need it. Circling around, and shit, Tiger 2 and T-44 behind me, so I need to back off. The T-44, if he gets in a direct hit on me, he's going to take half my hit points away. And the German artillery, JV Panther, fire, and this is where I almost get killed. Boom. Yeah, you really don't want to get hit by that. I think it is a 17 centimeter cannon. Oh shit, Rheinmetall Bosic. Stop. Look behind me again to avoid the T-44. And I look back. The Rheinmetall Bosic has moved up. There you go. I bounce some shot on him. I don't know why. I shouldn't be doing that. There you see. I lost over half of... I almost lost all my hit points because of that 170mm gun he has. So I need to hide now. I really don't want to poke my nose out. There you go, he has fired. But I don't manage to reload until he's finished off by our own Rheinmetall Bosic. No, sorry, the Persing. Now the T-69 is behind me, so I don't take the chance that I will be shot by him. So instead I follow the Type 62. And he has spotted the enemy JV Panther that tried to kill me earlier. He gets in a shot, and I'm just a little bit too late to take him out. The T-69 now is down for the count, and he's dead. So that's the replay of the French Tier 7 light tank. If you like this video and want to see more of my content, which will be uploaded, I try to get it daily, but it's a little bit hard because I have life outside of tanks, incredibly enough, and yeah, it won't be every day, I think, but I will be uploading videos quite often. It won't be like a week between each video unless I'm traveling somewhere or something like that. But yeah, that was the video for this tank. As I said, like and subscribe. It means a whole lot to me, at least at this early stage, and it will do anyway. So, until next time, keep your barrel clean, your ammo dry, and I will see you on the battlefield. Messerschmitt 100, over and out.